All right, I'm gonna get myself real comfortable. Could you hold this for a second?
I don't operate the camera. Hi, everybody.
You know what? Now that I think about it, just give me the camera back. You sure don't operate the camera. What's happening, y'all? It's Royale. April's in the building. You got us both. I don't know what kind of sitting you doing. Is that gonna work? We are talking wedding rings today. Ring ding dong, ring a ding. I'm going listen. I'm jumping right into this conversation because could you sit this way, baby?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's do this here. Yeah, no, sit right here. I'm sorry, y'all. We trying to get ourselves situated. I just want to make sure y'all get the best setup so you can see both of us on camera, which is always there. You go, get in the shot.
I'm in the shot.
Okay, get yourself there. You go. Much better. Hey, everybody. All right. It's interesting that we're having this conversation. Why am I yelling about wedding rings? We're jumping right into it because somebody inbox is asking about, would you goofy?
What happened to... Okay, go ahead.
Asking about wedding rings. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, 17 years later, I honestly wish we hadn't even gotten to the damn wedding ring thing. Spent way too much money. Is money that we could have invested in something else. Right. We could have bought a damn piece of property with the amount of money I spent on your ring. Yes, go ahead and show them. Go ahead and show them. You got 3 rings, not just one. You got an engagement ring. You got a wedding ring.
Wait, which one? This was the engagement, right? That one. Then we got married. He gave me this one.
Then I gave you that one.
Then I had his kids, and he felt like I needed another one.
And I gave you that one right there.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
But they're not in order. They're not in order. This is the way they
spent it around. That's the way they feel
I get
better.
so many compliments on these damn rings right here. Every week, somebody. I'm like, thank you. It's nothing I picked out.
I did all of that. Yes.
I had, you know how when you get married or you think you're going to get married, you start tearing tear sheets out and I want my ring like this. And
they said, who's not working? Hold on. Let me make sure we're having some technical difficulty. Who else is not working? Let's just make sure we're good on the feed.
But what does mine's is not working? What does that mean?
She's talking about she's having issues seeing us. Ashley.
Oh.
All right. If you can see the feed, fine. Everybody throw up your 1s. If you're having problems seeing us, throw up a 2. And we'll see how many 1s and 2s come up. If you're good, throw up a 1. If you're good, throw up a 1. Just really quickly, we'll do a real quick test.
Mine is working.
Yeah, all good. I'm just saying the number 1. But people saying they all good. I'm good. They don't. I'm trying to make it easy so y'all just have to push one thing. I say y'all push the ones. My feed is working fine over here in Lindenburg, Nova Scotia. Oh God.
Oh, number 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so
Wanda said no.
No. Number 1 is fine. So Boo Ball said true. I got a tattoo of my husband's last name as my wedding finger. My actual wedding ring stays in the box. So then, Boo Ball, why get a wedding ring at all? Like, if you got the tattoo joint, like, to me, that should be more than enough.
Mm.
What is the deal with wedding rings and women and this whole diamond thing anyway? I really don't get it. You guys know that the diamond is just a rock. The value of it was created. It's created by the De Beers Company to trick us all into spending way more money than we should be spending.
That's true.
On a rock.
It's just a rock.
It's just a different color rock.
I have crystals in my little thing. It's just a rock.
It's just a rock.
It's a rock, boo.
But they created this whole campaign around getting women excited about having a rock.
A rock.
And this whole thing with mining diamonds or from a certain place and controlling those diamonds is the thing that allowed them to create value that they charge us.
I will get it.
For.
They picked a really precious stone and they made it into whatever they wanted it to be, and it's working. I get it. When you don't know, you don't know. You know. And so now we know. And if he had known then, I wouldn't have these. And that's
No, you
fine.
definitely wouldn't have those had I known.
Right. And that's why people, if you learn something new every day as you mature and you get older or whatever, you read more and you start understanding about the propaganda in Christmas and diamonds and everything else and the allegiance to the flag, especially with the football you brought to my attention. It's all a facade. They make what they want to make important and charge us a cost for it.
Wait, hold on. So this is an interesting question because Lita says, is it true that men choose not to wear a wedding band because they want to test the waters to see if they still got it? That's what I heard. Let's discuss. I don't wear a wedding band. And I'm telling you right now, if I had on a wedding band, I'm sure that probably would get me more attention than me not wearing a wedding band.
Right.
So I'm that ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know. Maybe some men, I don't know.
It's like a man taking a baby to the mall. You think that, oh, I'm gonna give him something to do, keep him occupied, and he won't be. As soon as he get in that mall, it's a million women around him. Oh my God, let me see the baby. So it's actually bringing sand to the beach. I don't think anybody cares about the ring. Nobody cares that you're married or not married, and if you're wearing a ring or not wearing a ring.
Bianca said basically puts a value on the relationship. No, Bianca, I'm not riding with you on that at all.
No. So if you get a little ring, your relationship
yeah. So
is
now
little?
exactly.
No.
So
that's not.
That's a good point. Is like so now the value of your relationship and marriage is based on the size of the rock a man can purchase for you.
No.
That's complete bullshit. So yeah.
I don't think that. I don't
and
know how
buzzer sound. Say again? No, I mean, it don't make a difference how young, because you have young, older women who have the same.
And just because it's a big rock doesn't mean the quality is good. It could be a fake. I don't know what. That's a interesting thing to say. The value of the ring. What did she say? The value of the ring represents the what?
The value of the relationship, the size of the ring represents.
Oh my God!
So Latrice says she's been married for 26 years and still don't wear a wedding ring.
Right.
Alfreda says she got $100 rock, and she's been married for 19 years. It's just a rock.
It's just a rock.
Get down with your bad self, Alfreda.
Right. I wish we would have saved some money. I'm not getting another one. I wanted one years ago, but this is it. And I think because it's 3, I think I'm giving them to all 3 of my sons, one for each.
Well, Tara Washington said she agrees with you. Big doesn't always mean better. Whoa. What you talk? That's
in the ring, baby.
Oh, okay.
Stop being.
I was going to say April wouldn't know nothing about that, but you're talking about these rings.
The rings.
Yeah, Nikki, I understand you. Nikki Miller says it's a personal thing. She's happy to wear her rings every day. Yeah, most women are happy to wear their ring every day. April wears hers every day. But again, it's not about wearing a ring or not. Most women choose to wear a ring. But we're talking about the band. How many of you all would prefer to wear a wedding band with no diamonds in it, with no stones in it?
Oh, I would.
How many women just on this feed was like, yes, I will wear a band? Just put up, yeah, I'll wear a band. Because I've seen someone, okay, we can take your rings back then and just get you a band if it's like that.
Nice band, though.
What's a nice band?
I want platinum. I want platinum. Nice. And because I'm big and I have long fingers, I want it to be kind of wide, not a thin one. But, that's me. I wear a band. You didn't buy me a band. I'm wearing what you bought me.
Yes, exactly.
And without them, I feel naked. So if you just put something else on, as long as it's something on this finger, I don't know if I could do a tattoo because I would.
Angie said some people value the wedding rings more than they value the actual marriage.
That is true.
Itself.
That is true. You're right. I don't value mine more than my marriage. I don't think that without these rings we would fall apart because I have misplaced them once or twice.
Have you?
And life went on. Yes, I have. I didn't tell you.
I'm glad you kept that to yourself.
I know. I didn't tell you. It's not a big thing. I don't really mind that you don't wear your ring. I don't, I think you're gonna act up whether you have the ring on or not. So.
I can't respond to that on camera, but yeah, I think any man. I'm not gonna put myself in that piece of this conversation. Any man is gonna do what the hell he want to do, whether he's got a ring on or not, and any woman that wants to do it with him is gonna do it regardless. You know,
Preach.
I
True.
picked this not even a lot of money, and I love my rings. I wear both, and sometimes I just it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it all boils down to at the end of the day, that you invest into the relationship and the marriage
Right.
and this ring. So again, it's like a couple of people said, it's like what society puts value on, most people get caught up in, right? And so I think that a lot of women get caught up in this notion of, I got this ring, so it represents to these other people in society that somebody cares enough about me to put this ring on my finger, right? And they get more excited about society seeing them a certain way than they actually put into trying to build a solid marriage and relationship.
Right.
That's where all their energy goes. Darren says my ring has GPS. Darren says his ring got a GPS on it. Yeah, bro, you might want to be careful with that.
Off.
And turn the location services off on your cell phone too.
Right.
What you saying right for?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. Yep. Cecilia says, not the ring, is the love you have for each other. Mm-hmm. Take yours back then, Cecilia. Let's see how that plays out if you have one. That goes
back to what we were saying, that if you stop and do what the two of you make up your
You got to do what works for you.
Right.
Yes.
You got to make up what works for you guys, and don't let outside people influence you. Period. Ring, no ring, small rock, little rock, big rock, it doesn't matter. It's what you guys come up. Cubic, zirconia, doesn't matter. If I had on a cubic, nobody would know. Who cares? You know what I mean? So don't look outside. Don't listen to everybody else. If you guys are happy with no rings, or a smaller ring, whatever it is, if it comes from his heart and that person worked hard for whatever they gave you, I'm going to appreciate it. It doesn't matter.
Well, listen, Bianca says just do a tattoo. The tattoo will last forever, just like the relationship should. But some relationships don't last forever. We just having a conversation about that earlier.
Not valuable, but
don't read it to yourself and then make a comment. That's how it goes. All right, you read it and then you make the comment.
I hear you, Dolores, but it says see more.
Okay, so the see more. I know. There you go. There's your more. Okay. For the slow reader that is my wife, put your glasses on. Damn it.
Yes, that's true, Dolores. I agree.
So Jason says his wife wants a new ring after 10 years. Should he get her a new ring?
Well, we can't answer that. We can't say yes or no. You have to do what's going to make her happy. And if that's a ring, we're not saying don't get the ring. We just saying don't put the value in the ring regarding the relationship. Oh, he loves me because he got me a ring. Does he love you without the ring? You got to, is it the ring that you're after or the love? You want the love. But if you guys are in a great place and that's what she wants, get her the ring. We're just saying don't make it a priority, or don't try and get bigger and better than the next person to try and prove that, oh, he loves me so much he's going to do this. That's not the point. I have a beautiful ring. I'm going to keep my ring, maybe give him away if he'll let me. I don't care. But I think when you know better, you do better. So, figure it out. Does she want a diamond? Does she want a sapphire? This one's a sapphire. I love it. Just the same. What kind of ring does she want? Can you negotiate and maybe have it, maybe, I don't know. Does it need to be a stone? I guess is what I'm trying to say. If she wants a new ring, I want a new ring too. It doesn't have to be a diamond though.
You always do what you can afford to do. The question really becomes, can you afford it? What is the effect? So many people go broke. So many people go broke getting caught up in this ring game.
Right.
Trying to buy somebody. The guys do it every day. Trying to buy the biggest ring that they can buy for some young lady that, they're courting.
Yeah.
And they put themselves...
Is that lady?
Lady, a ring is a ring is a ring. Yes, put themselves in a financial mess trying to build something from the beginning that's on shaky ground. You know what I mean? That money, be engaged, stop, get off of that.
Okay.
Pay attention, we're here. Yeah, you can save that money. You can put it into a home. You can put it into something that has real value. You could put it into a business, build a business together. Go get a 4-unit building. But again, this whole idea of going to Robin's Brother, you hear all of these damn jewelry stores, K Jewel. Oh my God, how many times have people fallen for that trick? They got the best advertisement in the world, and they know how to make you feel like this is what you should do. If you love her, you'll come. You've heard the jingles and the jangles. It's all marketing promotion, set up to get you to go on a payment plan for a ring. You making payments to be a part of an experience that should be based on the love for the person. Like when you look into that person's eyes, that you feel that your heart connect to their heart, like mine do every time I look into this picture of April I got in my phone, or like when I'm looking into her eyes right now. Makes my heart melt.
Just continue.
Okay. David said he upgraded his wife's ring at 15 years. Good for you, David. Like I said, if you can, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Just have the right meaning behind it. You know what I mean? Do it for the right reasons. Not, I love you this much, so I'm going to buy you a bigger ring. You should already love them.
And here's the other thing.
If you can afford it and it makes you feel good, then do it. But don't do it for the opposite reason.
And for what reason?
Opposite. Meaning, I'm only getting it so I can show her that I love her. No, prove that you love her. You have to love that person.
Yeah, Angie said every kiss begins with K. That's the K Jewelers joint. She said, but a 620 credit score will get you approved for a house. So you got to really,
Angie.
Put your priorities in the right place. Right. And who was this that just asked? Yes, I think it was Bianca, if I could get it. So do you think having a wedding is important? Do you think having a wedding is important?
I do.
A wedding ceremony.
A wedding ceremony, within reason. For us, I'm only answering for us. We had a lot of money back then, and we still did it within reason. I didn't ball out of control. It was a normal 100-guest wedding with, a really cute reception. Did it at a restaurant. We didn't go out of control.
We did it at Chaz and Wilson's, goddaggit. For those that know New York City.
Right.
It was a big deal.
Got married in a small church in Jersey.
And did a big party in New York City.
And that was it. We didn't go over $50,000. And we're still together 23 years later. So it's not about that either. That's just like the ring. I see all these people go so grand, helicopters and bunny rabbits and puppies, and they don't make it a year. So, is it about the pomp and circumstance so everybody can see, oh my God, they had a good wedding, it was this, it was that, and they don't make it 5 years.
Yep.
Child, bye.
Them weddings ain't for nobody but everybody else. The wedding ain't even for them.
Right.
It becomes just a show.
I had wildflowers, meaning you could find them off the Garden State Parkway. I just liked the way they look, and my little planner went and got them, decorated the church. It was beautiful. And a runner, me and him, 100 people for dinner, the best cake ever. And that was it. I don't think we went over $20,000 to be exact. If I had to sum up, we didn't. And trust me,
Stephanie, I don't understand your question. What is the difference between a ring and a wedding for you guys? $50,000? That is way more than a ring.
I was just throwing out a number. I did not.
No, I don't even know if that was even based on, but know.
So my wedding wasn't $50, and my rings weren't $50. My rings aren't $50,000.
No, they weren't $50,000.
And our wedding,
I paid $600 for the rings.
Less than that. I don't even think we went over $10,000.
I got my
dress off a rack. It was, we were.
Oh, this is interesting because Nikki Miller. Those who truly want to be there will come. I don't know. To each his own. To each his own. But I guess to your point, Nikki, it's a small ceremony, and the people who really want to be there will find their way to Vegas. Mm-hmm. There's no way in the world I would feel good. For me personally, I'm not knocking anybody else.
Vegas has nice places. Like, just because you're thinking about meeting at the chapel with the Elvis impersonator, you can get married at the Bellagio and blow that shit out. Like, just because it's Vegas doesn't mean it's cheap. It's just another location. But I understand what she's saying. Go to Vegas. Maybe it is one of those chapels, and you could fill a chapel. It's still a wedding. I don't think the location matters.
So Marcia, is it Marcia or Marcia? I'm going to go with Marcia. Said, have a nice honeymoon instead. Would you have preferred that I spent half the money on your wedding ring on a honeymoon, or you prefer to have the ring you have?
It doesn't matter. We didn't have a honeymoon because
Uh oh. Oh, you couldn't. You were
I couldn't
pregnant.
fly.
You couldn't fly. We were gonna have the wedding in Hawaii was a
Yeah, we was
consideration.
trying, but they
Matter
wouldn't
of
let
fact,
me.
got daggone it, Vegas was a consideration for the wedding
Yeah, I couldn't fly.
at the Bellagio.
Yeah, I wanted to get married at the Bellagio. So I'm like, why are you knocking
I was
Vegas?
knocking Vegas. I'm looking
The
at Vegas. The
Bellagio
Bellagio
was
was a
hot.
real
Yeah, and it's already
consideration at the
beautiful,
time.
so you don't have to
No, the
decorate it
Bellagio
anymore.
was insane. The stuff that we were
Just
putting
show
together,
up.
but
You don't have to do anything.
somebody couldn't fly.
And I had to, and we could have waited a year, but I wanted to get married on that day. It was a Saturday, and it was my mom's birthday.
Shatika said, "I'm getting remarried at a Vegas drive-through."
Oh, girl, whatever
Knock
makes you
yourself
happy.
out of it. Makes you happy. Go on and do it.
We're gonna renew our vows. I just have
Whoa,
to figure
whoa,
out
whoa!
where.
No,
It's
no,
gonna
no,
be on
no,
a
no.
beach, on somebody's island. No decorations. Hallelujah. Show up if you want to. Bring your beautiful summer dress, white, whatever, and show up to the beach. I want to get married near the water, and that's what we're gonna do. It's just gonna be couple of airline tickets, well, for the kids too, and that's it. You know.
Believe said no ring at all. Put all of that money into getting you a damn house.
I know. But you both have to be on the same page, because if they feed us this crap. When
Yeah, you know what,
girl,
Lynette?
I want to get married. I want to have.
They have these big princess ideas about what a freaking ceremony is supposed to. And again, it's all marketing. It's all the stuff that they saw. It's the movies. Who is this? Lynette said, if you want to get married in a damn Walmart parking lot, just do you. I wouldn't suggest Walmart. Walmart's the devil, Lynette. So let's make it Target or CVS. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, when you're in love and you head over heels for somebody, it don't make a difference where you get married. Just the idea that you can make something official and lock them in for the rest of your years. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
You got to do what your pockets say. Whatever is going to be comfortable. If it's comfortable to go to Bahamas and spend money, then do that. If it's comfortable to go to Vegas, then do it. What I'm saying is, don't go out of your comfort zone and be in debt over this big day that lasts for one day, and after everybody eat up your food and leave, don't nobody really care.
Hey, listen, Olivia, let me be clear.
An exorbitant amount of money, I would order
again,
a private jet.
Listen, this is Olivia's point. Is like, there's nothing wrong with a big, expensive ceremony if you can afford it.
That's what I'm.
The problem is, so many people can't afford it and do it because they're pressured by all of these people that ain't gonna be in their life beyond the wedding.
Together, I could name 5 people that went overboard, not even together. I'm telling you. So I would do when we renew our vows. He says we're not, but we are.
I only need to do it one time. It's going to be comfortable,
meaning I'm not going to take money from something else so I can do this thing. I'm going to make sure it's comfortable. If we're, make it into a trip and we decide to invite people, then come. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take out 10 credit cards to pay for the next.
And then people do it all the time. And Stephanie
is y'all getting credit cards right now for Christmas. Stop.
So Stephanie said that the media tries to make women have high expectation for rings, wedding, honeymoons. She says a sad thing that women can sometimes chase a wedding and not a marriage or relationship. It goes to our point. But what you have to understand is, again, this is an industry. It's all about, look, we got to sell wedding gowns. We got to sell these fake rocks called wedding rings. We got to sell you a hall. We got to sell you experience, because that fuels the economy.
Right.
And we need to do everything we can do to get that money out y'all's pocket.
Right. Now, if you really, you can afford it and that's what you want to do, then go for it. There's nothing more beautiful than to see a beautiful wedding, but built on a foundation, not a foundation trying to impress everybody, a foundation where we've saved for 10 years. This is what we want to do. This is how we want to do it. I get it. Not we're getting married. Oh my God, we got to go. My mother's going to expect this. My sisters, I got to outdo this cousin. And
oh my God, that's so real. When people start trying to outdo the next person for a damn wedding. And I'm going to tell you the saddest shit in the world. And I've seen it. These women who get involved with men who got money, they can give zero damn fucks about the man. All they want to do is get married to his money and throw themselves the biggest, most elaborate wedding just so that they could become the talk of the town.
Mhm.
And 9.9 times out of 10, it only takes a year, 2, 3, 4 years later before it is all done,
All
wrapped up,
done.
and they're moving on to the next one.
Yep.
And he done burnt a hole in his pocket,
Yep.
you know, trying to give somebody, some young girl, some experience that is mostly for her friends. Ain't no love in it.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Well, we got to get into this too. Freaking Ruby Samuel, she said people spend all this money and they get mad because they didn't get half the money back from gifts.
Ooh, you
Holy
better
Lord.
preach, Ruby.
Ruby, you got to say that.
Because that's what they expect. Each person, I have seen somebody say that, or even writing an invitation gift that was
Monetary.
expected with monetary gift,
Mm-hmm.
$250
Monetary
or more,
gift expected.
meaning that your plate costs this amount of money and they expect that back. Child bye. And they not even together. Another one bites the dust. I swear to God. Not tooting our horn. I'm just saying all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. And people do count on that and they check off so and so how much they give us $50. It's not, it's the
People,
thought.
yeah, they people.
You didn't invite them
They
to
don't
get
to
a
pay
check.
for your exactly. You didn't invite them to help pay for your damn wedding.
You wanted them to be.
You
there
wanted
to
them to be there,
share
a
in
witness in this. Hello.
You're not. You shouldn't even factor gifts or monetary gifts. It's you want them to see you have this moment. That's what it's about.
Connie Jackson said, "You are just as married if you go to the damn courthouse." Or you go anywhere and spend $30,000. The universe don't recognize it any differently.
High five.
Give it a high five. Give it boom.
High
Put
five,
your hand
Connie.
up there, goddamn.
That's just
Connie
like on the plane. You gonna get to the same destination whether you're in first class,
coach,
if you in the back.
Listen,
y'all getting off at the same place, going to the same place. Hello. So yeah, good point, Connie. Thank you.
Hey, listen, my father used to say it all the time.
What?
Poor man ride by coach, rich man fly by plane. So and so do whatever this is, but we're getting there just the same. I wish I could remember it exactly,
Yeah,
but
the wording.
God
But it's
rest
the
his-
same. It's
we're
the
getting there
truth.
just the same.
Give me coach all day. I'm as long as I get to where I need to go. Like
No,
I said,
don't give me coach all day. I'm gonna fly first class.
I'm not
God dang
saying
it, if there's
if
a
I
seat.
came into a bunch of money, that's a totally different. We're not having this conversation if we're all in that bracket. You get what I'm saying? It's not killing myself every
Marcia
time I go
said
to
that's
New York
true. Her
trying to
husband,
get a
her friend is
$1,500
married
first
to a
tip.
doctor, and they're almost broke. It is so many people out here living these damn
Perpetrating
lies,
a fraud.
perpetrating a
What?
fraud, trying to
I
piece
tell you,
it all
when we broke,
together. Oh,
and
it
when
ain't.
we
Listen,
not.
here's the thing.
we
Here's
kind
the
of
thing.
balling right now. I'm working.
Nah, listen, you
Hey.
working, I'm working. Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this in all reality for a lot of new people that are following us that haven't been following us. We keep it so 100. We've been broke. We know what it's like to be ass out. We've lost a house. We've had a car repossessed from the damn driveway. You hear me? You hear
That's
the pickup
not even
truck.
funny. That's not funny.
But it's so real.
You're like, is somebody in
Is
the
that
driveway?
wasn't even smart enough to move the damn car and hide it somewhere. But it's like, yo, when you
I was
living
like,
in
can I
that
take
space,
my stuff out? Okay.
let us get the stuff out. Give me my bag.
Bye-bye.
Let me get my gym bag. It's just a car.
Take it.
Listen, it's just a car.
When you go through that, then this is why we're talking from experience.
When you get on the other side of it, listen.
Don't do it.
When you get on the other side of it,
put your coins right in here.
I'm gonna tell you the
that's
best.
Why I drive a Prius.
Let me tell you the real value of money.
Because I had a Mercedes and
listen. Okay, the real value of money. This is important. Everybody stop, be quiet. Let me take a dramatic pause. Okay. The real value of money is having that motherfucking shit when you need it.
Give me a high five.
Give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss.
That's a Royale.
The Royale tip. Have it,
listen, all that money you go through, all that money you go through, spending on shit that you really don't need, you remember every dime, every penny when you get into some shit where you need some motherfucking money.
Woo! You better preach.
You remember the money you spent on a vacation. You remember the bag, $5,000 you spent on shoes.
I'm like, damn.
You remember the money you took some hoes out to lunch with. Listen, I remember. It's like, took that bitch to Cheesecake Factory. Spent $67. It's real.
Funny. When you go broke, I can tell you, it ain't pretty. It is not pretty. It is sad. It is lonely. It is depressing. And that's why, if I had to guess, 80% of marriages don't work because of financial problems. Because
There was no question about it.
when that shit hit the fan, grass always look greener. I want to be single. I want to go out there with my girlfriends. I'm going to find another man. I'm going to do that. Nobody's sticking in when that shit is tough and there's no money. Woo!
Let me tell you something. And when the money's gone,
you don't even want to talk.
you better pray to God you got love.
You be like,
if love is the glue. God dang it, write this down. Write love is the glue down.
Love is the glue.
Write it down right now, because we forget. God dang it.
They gonna remind
love is the glue, and the real value of money is having it when you need it. God dang it.
And that sounds so simple, but it's a lot.
See, look, Carla, let me tell you something. You said I had to ruin the moment by saying that I went out to lunch with some hoes. I have spent money on other people that really I should have been putting into my family. So why should that ain't ruining the moment? That's being honest. And there's men that do it every day. Every day. You know why? Because they don't have pride and ownership. And that's what I have now. I have pride and ownership. You see men that get out there and wash their car every Saturday.
Ooh,
you see a man take a year and a half to decide what car he's going to get, right?
Yeah.
He love that car so much. He talk about it all the time. He show it off. He got to vacuum it. He get the best package. He get the oil change every 2 months, but don't have pride and ownership in his wife. Ain't excited about making sure his wife has the same kind of care and attention to detail.
There you go.
You got to have that same pride and ownership in yourself, your family, and your wife. You put your family out there, they should look just as good as that brand new car that you took all the time to pick out properly and carefully.
And did the research.